Up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what a point to God. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On the field, and they will see. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow, I go on, Eddie! You can't block me! You can't block me! You can't block me!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay, and that'll set them back 5.
Let go.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. 3 down. Hey, 15. 3 down. Share.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Switch it. Come Yellow. Joker.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. 50. Quit talking about it. Attack. 15. Go. Jack.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check three. Hey, 57. 26 Mike.
Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
26 Mike.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Shoves him aside. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Motion. Yellow. 26 Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yeah, you don't want none.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Let's get off the field.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes going to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. The tackle by Brian Dawkins. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Randy Moss, 75 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Hey, color. 15. Go. Alert flare. Check 9, check 15. So what?
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, right 52. Hey, 57 color. Bravo. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch the run.
2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt.
Let's go,
a gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 57. Scene 6. Hey, 57 colors.
Mahomes to throw once more. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Watch the shift. Hey, 43, 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Check the backer. Switch.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the twist. 26, Mike. Get that quarterback.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Good job.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will get them one closer. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
26, Silver, Silver. 26,
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
26, Mike. 26, Mike. It's been a long day for you. Zoom, fellas, let's go. I know he ain't got it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Mahomes will try again on second down.
Switch gears.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now we got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not. They're still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Evan Ingram there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Come on, fellas.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Motion, motion, motion.
Yellow.
Kill, 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 kill.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Alpha. 26.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Easy.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Hey, Ribblin.
You ain't doing nothing today. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Shim.
Yellow.
Check. Front.
Again, it's Kamara. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Ready? 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Focus, defense, focus.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
Let's go.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check 13. Check 13. Switch. Hey, check. Charlie. 24.
From midfield, here's Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
52. Watch 52.
15.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
36.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 5. Play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Attack.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Rush in.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
Come this way. Here we go.
Check 3.
Check 50. Check 50. 0-15.
Check safety. Bravo.
To throw on second and 10. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow. Go down these two.
Check 31.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39.
And the Steelers' first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give to Kamara running right. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I got him. Mike 52.
He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
You got yellow. You got motion outside. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Oh, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Hey, yellow. Hey, 43.
High 7, let's go.
Undercut.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Wide, get wide. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
43.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Get in the wall, Take the edge. Go.
Check three. 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down. It got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. Deuce.
Now Mahomes. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yellow. Our blue lady. 50, yellow.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Hey, 57 color.
Alpha.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping under pressure again, and down he goes. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45. 57. Exit.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
We got 3. Back. Attack. 52.
On second and 9, Mahomes flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Check your hot read. Check. Lucky. Attack. Buzz, watch the twist. Where you at?
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. And Ingram hauls it in. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Danny. Alert. 15. Flare. Yellow. Check 9. SOS. 15. SOS.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
Easy.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. 15. Shift. 43. Six guys. Check it back. Hey, go gun. Switch. Hey, alert.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes flush to his right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Let go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You bet. Attack. 15. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check 4. Bang. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want...
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Tight dog. Watch twist.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Check. Kill. Watch out.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Patrick Mahomes with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
43, 15.
Switch.
Yellow.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Switch.
Attack.
Check nickel.
They'll set up a throw.
36.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 24. Check
43.
He's coming.
We got fight on these two.
Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Hey, dribble it. Yellow.
Sponge. No.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check safety, check safety.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Holt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. Check 30.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Attack, attack. Box trap. 25. Check 25. Check 25. No. Off.
Check. Crunch. Check 3.
Let's go.
Check 43. Under crunch.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Howie Long, like an out-of-control broken arrow, getting in for the sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
81. Check 99. Check 99.
Yellow.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Yellow.
Check 3. Kill.
Yellow.
Kill. Turn.
They'll try and throw for it here. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the 24, Mahomes steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Mahomes flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 9. SOS.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 26, check 26. Begin. Slam. Shift, watch the shift. Shift. Okay.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And he's able to...
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made a shiver, but I'm still out. Down, let it simmer. Ay, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. Chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating. They know me, cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, hammer. Dog got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it.
S-T-R-O.
Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league, most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few, came